Yo, thanks for tuning in to the 38th episode of JTC38 Crypto. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about my El Salvador trip. So, I went to El Salvador to check it out. I had heard that they made it legal tender. I was actually there for the announcement. And I wanted to check it out. One of my boys was like, yo, do you want to go? And I was like, that's fucking random as hell, but let's fucking do it. Why the hell not? See what it's like. And then, I felt like before going that a lot of the Bitcoiners that are going to be going to visit are going to be going to, they're going to be going to Azante right away. They're not going to go to San Salvador. They're not going to go to La Union. They're not going to be going to, I don't know, all the other places there. But I just wanted to check it out. And I felt like, so we hit the capital, San Salvador, and I just kind of wanted to see how the integration was going, get kind of like an honest impression. If maybe just someone was just visiting, I guess, and not necessarily going to the Bitcoin hub out there. I do plan on going back because it's a fucking beautiful, beautiful country. So how's it going? It's I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They're only about 7 or 8 weeks in since it became legal tender. I believe it went into effect September 7th. I didn't talk about it too much on this channel yet, just because I kind of slacked. I'm gonna try to hit y'all with a double episode. I know a bunch of you guys are dying for an update on the Gecko Science Compact F. But for now, I just want to put out my impressions on what's going out there, on the ground. So like I said, I don't want to sugarcoat it. I'll start off with the negative, and then I'll hit you guys with the positive at the end, because I do want to end it on a positive note, because overall I am actually very, very optimistic, and I'm very fucking bullish on it. And I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, but I do want to just put out what my actual experience was out there. So, the first thing that I noticed right away, I get to immigration, I see that they accept Bitcoin out there, and then when I go to pay, I'm super hype, trying to make a video with my boy, and then they generate a barcode with a SegWit address, and maybe if you're not too technical, you don't know what the fuck that is. But I kind of went in with the expectation that I was gonna use my Lightning wallet. I just fucking had pre-filled my Blue wallet with that shit, and I put a whole bunch of fucking sats on my boy's Moon wallet, so we could have some fucking spending shit. And when I saw that, I was just like, I don't want to wait 10 minutes for a confirmation. I came out here because I heard y'all had Lightning. I love Bitcoin. I've been fucking buying this shit for ages, but that shit is slow as fuck. Bitcoin is a store of fucking value. Lightning is something a little bit different. Lightning is the game-changing kind of shit to me. And that's why I kind of went out there, I wanted to see, yo, are they actually using this shit out here? And what it is I do think that they have the ability to generate Lightning invoices. They just don't know how. So I think that that's what the focus should be. It's people should be focusing on explaining the differences between Bitcoin and Lightning, and make that very, very clear to people. And then the way that I was saying it to the people over there is I'll try to say it the way I was saying it to them in Spanish, and I'll say it in Spanish now if anybody wants to pick this up. Pero la diferencia es que hay una red de Bitcoin que es muy lento y coge como 10 minutos confirmar, y por eso es que tú ves como la línea que se pone muy largo, porque la gente de allá no están educado en la diferencia. Pero también hay una red de Lightning, y la red de Lightning es mucho mejor, y la red de Lightning es instantáneo, y por eso es que lo tiene que usar. And right there, all I just said was that there are two networks. You know, there's the actual Bitcoin main chain network. It's really slow, and then there's Lightning, and it's really fast, and it comes from very fast, and that's the one that you kind of want to use. Um, at least that's my opinion, because you know the way that I see it right now, we're in a like low fee environment, and then you're seeing these guys and they're generating SegWit addresses, and they're not even using native SegWit. And then when the Taproot update comes up, it for me it's like they're gonna get confused because they're over here, and all their initial experiences with the Chivo ATM, at least from my like experience with it, it seems like that they're getting addresses generated with the 3 by default. And I just think that one, native SegWit addresses are cheaper. Um, Two, I don't think that they should be. They don't have the luxury of paying 200 and change sats for a transaction. You know, like those 200 and change sats, like it's gonna go a long way if they fucking save them, somehow. Like you know, it's just you know, it's like if you understand the opportunity cost of where this thing could really go in the long term, you know, I would want them out there to hold on to every fucking satoshi that they can, because you know everything out there was super fucking cheap. Like these people were out there happy to fucking take me on an Uber for like fucking $4. You know, I was going everywhere for like $4. Long trips like that took like fucking 30-40 minutes. You know, they were fucking like $20. You know, something that in New York that I fucking, if you take an Uber anywhere, that shit is fucking like $45. And you know, these guys are over there fucking, you know, they got the same cars that we do, and they pay the same gas prices that we do, and they're over here fucking, you know, like to ride around town for fucking 20 minutes for $3. Like you know, it's just like right now you could get like 1,500, 1,600 satoshis for a fucking dollar. I would want them to fucking hold on, and you know, like they're not making like crazy bank. A dollar. I was trying to tell people like, yo, fucking save a dollar a fucking week or some shit like that, you know. And it's cause like, you know, those couple fucking satoshis, like they add the fuck up if you hold on to them for a while, you know. And it's like if they go to and if Satoshi goes to a dollar, like I fucking think it will, like you know, that's gonna be a fucking nice house for them. That's gonna be something that they can live a lot more stress free if they actually hold on to it. And it's just like, I don't know, if you're already training them to use an like you know, like an outdated address structure that incurs higher fees and doesn't even train them to for the new ones, because the way that it works is like, you know, the SegWit was like the native SegWit addresses start with BC1, and then we're gonna be getting this Taproot update in November, and then those are gonna start with BC2, and in the future, if there are more updates, you know, it'll have BC3, and I forget what it goes to, but it's kind of like that. So it's like, I do like that it gives a little bit of familiarity with the addresses, and that's kind of like why I'm stressing like, yo, let's use native SegWit at least, you know. Ahí Bukele, por favor, te lo pido. Quita el SegWit addresses y por favor usa native SegWit, y cuando viene Taproot, por favor usa BC2. Es importante. Yo fui y yo visité a apoyar los negocios allá, y eso la sugerencia que you know, que yo le pido. Um, I'm sorry if that's very arrogant. I guess another one of my critiques is the reception out there. At least for me, I was using like a T-Mobile extended plan. I wasn't using like a local data plan, so this could be a little bit biased, but it could be good feedback for someone who might be wanting to go out there and, you know, maybe like use their own carrier. I would say probably get a SIM card over there, because maybe you'll get better service than I did. I was able to get by, but if you're gonna be paying with Bitcoin or with Lightning or something like that, then you know, it's you might have to like like finagle a little bit to be able to make a payment. I do think that you would get it through, but it also depends like where you are. Based off like with some of the people that I talked, it seems like if you're in the capital, the power doesn't really go out like that, so you're kind of good there. But if you go out into the more rural areas, the signal is a little bit more spotty, and the power can go out. So keep that in mind. I like my one recommendation is I wouldn't go there straight up with Bitcoin only. I brought cash, and I was very happy that I brought some because yeah, that's just I wasn't planning on going to El Zante. If I was, I probably would have brought a little bit less cash, but I just kind of wanted to go into it like super realistic. All right, what were the good things? There were a lot. One of the coolest things was that whenever I asked if they took Bitcoin, nobody was surprised. No one's like, "Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that?" They were like, "Oh no, todavía no," and they were like, "It's kind of like we're happening in stages." And like it didn't surprise anybody, which I thought was fucking cool. Like I thought that was the coolest shit in the fucking world. It's just like I'm over here talking about Bitcoin to people, and they're it's like they're not surprised. Like that's if that's not hyper Bitcoinization, what is? Like what is? Like I really don't know how to how else to say that was actually a crazy experience, and I'm kind of like realizing that like as I recorded it, I spoke to a lot of Uber drivers, and I got like a lot of positive feedback that just made me like super bullish. A lot of fucking Bitcoiners been coming out showing love. I was told that like guys that can't even fucking speak Spanish that were fucking coming from Japan, from Colombia, from Argentina, like just a whole bunch of random people coming checking it out, and I was even talking to like some of the guards over there at the airport, and then like you could kind of like see the enthusiasm like in their face, like they're like they kind of give you like this look like this should fucking never fucking happens to us, like what's kind of like really going on over here, like where are these people coming from. And it was like I was like I was on Tinder trying to meet like new people and stuff, and that was like a lot of the questions that I got like from a lot of the people that I was matching with. They're just like, why here, why here, why here? And I would explain to them, and so that was just cool to see. It's just kind of like I do know that like we're showing up, and that's what I was also telling the people out there, that like I'm coming out there to like support some of the businesses, and kind of like, yo, it's like you guys need tourism money too, so it's like why aren't y'all on my stop? You guys have fucking beautiful beaches out there. I pupusas on a fucking volcano, like that shit was crazy. That shit was fucking crazy. If you've never had pupusas on a volcano, you have to go do that. And please, 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 for fuck's sake, don't use a fork. All in all, it's just education. We're still early. We're still super duper early, and it's gonna take time. It was never ever gonna be smooth. And if you go into it if you do choose to visit, go with the right expectations. Hold your shit down right. Um, just and support. Like it's important. Um, there's only gonna be one First Nation that makes Bitcoin legal tender, and that's why I wanted to go, and I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna be going to El Zante, and actually seeing like the real hyper Bitcoinization, because I know that they probably know about that shit a lot more than I do. Anyway, this episode is getting kind of long. I probably could have been a little bit more in depth about it, but I just wanted to put something out. I did get a little bit late, and I'm gonna try to hit y'all with the double and do a little quick and dirty update on the Gecko Science. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You guys know I hate fucking asking, but if we ever do get to 1,000, if you don't know what the fucking open dime is, it's like this shit right here. I ain't giving y'all the orange one because I don't love y'all that much. But essentially this is like a physical Bitcoin gold bar in a sense. Like you put some Bitcoin on that, and then you can transact with it like if it's like money, and it works in a trustless way. A whole bunch of people on YouTube explain it way better than I can, but it's fucking dope, and you should look it up if you're really curious. Anyway, like I said, this is J Talks Crypto, and I'm signing off.